I'm Jerry Gano, and welcome to 2-Minute Tuesdays with W-L Alfalfa. Today's discussion deals with alfalfa autotoxicity, soil pH levels, and salt influence in the production of alfalfa. Alfalfa autotoxicity is a toxin produced by older alfalfa plants that will impact seedlings and production of alfalfa planted behind alfalfa. For most of our production area, a recommendation of 12 months or more elapsed between the destruction of the old crop and planting a new crop alfalfa with another alternative crop in between. There is a potential of up to 150 pounds of nitrogen available to the alternative crop following the alfalfa crop. Using a crop that can utilize this source of nitrogen is a good choice and a good management practice. Soil pH levels in alfalfa fields can influence alfalfa production yields. In areas that typically need to apply lime as a soil pH amendment, it is important that soil amendment be applied as early as possible to correct soil pH. Alfalfa performs best at soil pH levels of 6.8 to 7.7. Alfalfa production levels drop sharply when pH levels drop below 6.7. Investment of money and time spent in amending the soil pH deficient soils is rapidly recouped with increased production levels achieved by having the right pH level in the alfalfa field. Alfalfa grown in high pH environments of 7.8 to 8.3 is commonplace in the high plains and does well if salt does not have a significant negative impact added to the high pH levels. Salt is another issue altogether. Whether accumulated in the soil or a contribution from irrigation water, salt is a growing negative influence in much of the western United States alfalfa growing areas. While there have been some releases of varieties that claim salt tolerance, there is much to be gained in the development of varieties that have true salt resistant levels that work in the field. Greenhouse success often does not translate well into the field under severe salt conditions, making the desired outcome much harder to obtain. Once established, alfalfa does a reasonably good job of making a crop in a lot of salt environment conditions. The most vulnerable stage of alfalfa under salt pressure is germination and seedling stage. In these conditions, it is vital to plant heavy coated seed to protect the seed through germination. Also, it is best to plant after a general rainfall of 1 to 2 inches, as that helps to move salts below the germination level of the soil. If salt in the water is an issue, use minimum irrigation until the alfalfa is well established. W-L alfalfa varieties consistently perform well in many less than desirable circumstances, including salt problem soils and water. Choose confidently a W-L variety that fits the demand of your fields. Manage them appropriately and allow these elite genetics to perform well in your production.